Welcome to Mrs. Culton's classroom at the Harrison Center. Please watch this video on classroom and school rules and policies. I hope that you find this informative and will help you be successful in your career here. First and foremost, please check that the class listed on your folder matches the class on your registration form, and that both of those items match what is inside your folder. Mistakes happen, and if you feel that an error has been made, please bring it to my attention. We'll check it out and we'll try to fix it. It's better to fix an error now than after you've been in the class for 10, 20, 30 hours. So if you're at all unsure, please bring your folder up. Let's talk. Let's figure it out. All English classes are 60-hour classes. That will get you a half a credit. My classes require the completion of 2 separate assignment sheets. I give the assignment sheet for the first 30 hours. When you complete that, I'll give you the assignment sheet for the second 30 hours. Also, please note that I may assign other assignments as needed. Number 2, please do your Ask assessment. This is just an initial assessment. Please just do it. If for some reason it's not in your folder, please ask for it. You will get 100 out of 100 points for doing it. We're just going to compare this score to your final exam. It's not a big deal. It's an easy 100 points. If for some reason you don't complete it within 2 class periods, you will receive an LOR and lose 20 points per class period. The expectations are that you will work quietly at all times, that you will complete all assignments to teacher expectations and within the teacher's time frame, that you will follow all district, school, and classroom rules and policies. Further, you are expected to be responsible and respectful. That includes to staff and fellow students. Each day, please collect your folder and work quietly in class. If you're asked to leave the classroom because you choose not to work quietly, you will be marked absent. Please use appropriate language when speaking and/or writing. If you choose not to use appropriate language, you will receive a disciplinary referral called an LOR. Always use complete sentences, correct grammar, and correct spelling. Learning logs are required. Simply, you get the form. They're in the blue file bins at the end of the chalkboard. Each day you will put the date, a short description of what you did, and a short reflection. It's not a big deal, but it helps us monitor what you're doing on a daily basis. All assignments, with the exception of E-2020, must be completed during your regularly scheduled class period. No work may be completed at home. No folders, learning packets, or books may leave the classroom. Once again, this is a 60-hour class. You get a half a credit. You are expected to complete your assignments within the following time frames. At about 15 hours, you should have a quarter of the assignments completed. 30 hours, 1/2. 45 hours, 3/4 of the assignments. You should be complete around 60 hours. If you are having difficulties, if there is something I need to know that would cause me to need to lengthen these time frames, you need to talk to me appropriately, and we need to come up with a solution for you. I always have 3rd hour prep. You are more than welcome to come and talk to me during that time, and that way we can both calmly, without my being distracted and without everyone else knowing your business. I will work with you if I can, but you have to talk to me. All the work completed for the class must be your own. Real simple. If you're copying another student's work, you're copying from the internet, you're plagiarizing. You could lose all the credit for the work you've completed and have to restart the class. So please, make it your work. It's better for you and I to work with where you're at and bring you up than for you to plagiarize. An LOR is a lack of responsibility. It is issued when students fail to meet teacher expectations, meet student progress goals, or follow rules and policies. Your first LOR from anyone in the building will be a warning. Your second LOR will be a behavior contract. Your third and beyond will be suspensions. Suspensions are counted as unexcused absences. Please note that Ms. Henry may deviate from this schedule depending on the infraction. Absences. On your 13th unexcused absence, you will be dropped. If you have an excuse, you must provide the office with written documentation within 3 days of the absence. Excuses include a doctor's note. Your mother calling in to say you're sick today will not get you an excuse. You need a doctor's note. If you are at work, you must bring documentation of that. If you have a court appearance, again, bring documentation. If you're at a funeral, again, bring documentation. Those are the top 4 reasons why people are absent. If for some reason you have an individual need that does not fall under those 4, bring documentation. When in doubt, talk to us. We'll see if we can work things out. Every third tardy equals an absence. Tardy is defined in my classroom as you must be physically, totally inside my doorway when the bell rings. If you are not physically, totally inside my doorway when the bell rings, it is a tardy. As I said, every third tardy equals an absence. Excessive tardies will also result in an LOR. Real simple. Smoking is not allowed in the building or on school property. I allow cell phones in my classroom for classroom purposes. Not all teachers in the school may allow cell phones, so you need to check with each individual teachers. You may wish to use your cell phone to access QR codes that I've placed on various assignments. Those QR codes will take you to learning tools that you can use to make yourself more successful. You may also like to do research online, or some people like to type essays on their cell phones. Those are all perfectly fine uses of a cell phone. Texting is not a fine use of a cell phone. Please do not text in class. Also, cell phones are not allowed at the computers. If you are at the computers, you are doing things that require your hands and your ears and your brain to do things that are not on your cell phone. So cell phones are not allowed out at the computers. If you are at your seat, you may use your cell phone to listen to music if you are not at the computer, no one else can hear your music. If you are not spending excessive amounts of class time looking for songs. I encourage you to use a playlist. Start the playlist at the beginning of class. Let it play. Enjoy. Get your work done, and we'll get along just fine. Okay, there are some dress codes that you need to be aware of. First off, no hats in the building except on Friday hat days, at which point you can pay $1. You'll get a wristband. You can wear your hat to the front for that day. No sagging of pants. Pants should be affixed to the waist area. You are not allowed to show cleavage. You are not allowed to wear pajamas or wear slippers. No short skirts or shorts, and no short tops. Computers are to be used for official and approved purposes only. Prohibited activities include music and music videos, YouTube and other video streaming, email, instant messaging, FaceTime, or other forms of communication. Searches of a personal nature are not allowed, as well as any unauthorized usage. If I say you could do E2020, that's authorized. Anything else is not. If I say you can type an essay, going on Google Docs, typing your essay, that's authorized. Anything else is not. Essays must be submitted using Google Docs. If you don't know how to use Google Docs, I suggest you use the following link. It is also available from my webpage, which you are probably on if you're watching this video. It should be the next item under this tab. It will show you how to use Google Docs. When you have finished typing your essay, please share to mrscolton@gmail.com. Everyone learns differently. And if you learn better by listening to the text, and some of these texts are very difficult to read. I do have audio tapes available for all texts. I also have a number of text audios that are available on my proto page as listed. And again, you are probably at this page if you're watching this video. All 9A readings and supplements are on my proto page. Romeo and Juliet has an audio. The Crucible has an audio. The Adventures of Huck Finn has an audio. Of Mice and Men has an audio. A Raisin in the Sun, Frankenstein, The Grapes of Wrath, Their Eyes Were Watching God, 1984. Please, if yours is not listed, please ask or go check. As I find audios that I can post on my webpage, sometimes they come up, sometimes they go down. I'm always looking, I'm always trying to improve my webpage. In addition, some of these will have learning videos that I have produced, and they're there for a reason, to help you. So by all means, go to my proto page, check, and see what's there that could help you be more successful. Have a great year. If you have questions, ask. I have third hour prep, and I'm always willing to talk one-on-one. My webpage again is protopage.com/Doris Culton. My email is mrscolton@gmail.com. Again, if you have any questions, let's talk politely and respectfully to one another. And we'll work things out. Thank you.